Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage, lived a kind old woman who loved to bake. One morning, she decided to make a very special treat, a gingerbread man. She mixed the dough with ginger and spice, rolled it out flat, and carefully cut out the shape of a little man. For his eyes, she used 2 shiny peppermint candies. She piped a big, cheerful smile with sweet white frosting, and down his front she placed a row of 3 plump raisins for buttons. He looked almost too good to eat. She gently placed him on a baking sheet and popped him into the warm oven. The wonderful smell of gingerbread soon filled the entire cottage. The old woman, humming a happy tune, went to the oven. But as soon as she opened the door, something incredible happened. The little gingerbread man, now perfectly baked and golden brown, leaped right off the baking sheet. He stood up tall on the kitchen floor, wiggled his candy eyes, and shouted in a surprisingly loud voice, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch Mime, the gingerbread man." And with that, he dashed straight out the open door and down the garden path. The old woman couldn't believe her eyes. "Stop, come back," she called out, running after him. Her husband, who was gardening nearby, heard the commotion and joined the chase. But the gingerbread man was astonishingly fast. He just laughed and kept running, his little legs moving like a blur. "You're too slow," he taunted over his shoulder. The old woman and her husband huffed and puffed, but soon they were left far behind, watching the tiny figure disappear down the lane. The gingerbread man was so proud of himself, he had outrun the very people who made him. Feeling bold and free, he continued his sprint down the country road. Before long, he passed a cow peacefully chewing her cud in a field. "Moo," said the cow, "you look delicious." "Stop, little man, I want to eat you." But the gingerbread man just laughed, a sugary laugh. He didn't even slow down. He simply called out, "I've run away from a little old woman and a little old man, and I can run away from you. I can." And then he chanted his favorite rhyme, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." The cow just blinked as he zipped past in a cloud of dust. He ran on and on, feeling faster and braver with every step. Next, he came across a horse standing by a fence. "Neigh," whinnied the horse, tossing its mane. "Stop, you'd make a tasty snack." But the gingerbread man was unstoppable. He just picked up his pace, shouting, "I've run away from a little old woman, a little old man, and a cow. And I can run away from you. I can." He repeated his proud chant, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." He left the horse far behind. He passed a panting pig, a flock of clucking chickens, and even a hungry farmer on his way to the market. Each one tried to catch him, and each one failed. The gingerbread man felt like the fastest creature in the whole world. Finally, his speedy journey brought him to the bank of a wide, flowing river. He skidded to a stop. He could run on land, but he didn't know how to swim. The water was too deep and too fast for his cookie legs. Oh no, he thought, what will I do now? Just then, a sly, clever fox with a bushy red tail trotted out from behind a tree. The fox looked at the gingerbread man with a friendly smile. "Having trouble, little fellow?" he asked in a smooth voice. "It looks like you need help crossing the river." The gingerbread man was wary, but the fox seemed so kind. "I can help you," the fox offered. "Just hop onto my tail and I'll swim you across. You'll be perfectly safe and dry." It seemed like a good idea. So the gingerbread man carefully jumped onto the very tip of the fox's long, bushy tail. The fox waded into the cool water. As they moved toward the middle of the river, the water got deeper. "The water is rising," said the fox. "You'd be safer if you climbed onto my back." So the gingerbread man scrambled up onto the fox's back. A little further, the water grew even deeper, swirling around the fox's shoulders. "You're still getting wet," the fox said, his voice as smooth as honey. "Why don't you climb onto my head? It's the highest point." So the gingerbread man carefully tiptoed up to the top of the fox's head, right between his ears. They were almost at the other side. "Just one more move," said the fox cunningly. "The water is lapping at my ears. Climb onto my nose, and you'll be perfectly safe when we reach the shore." The gingerbread man, trusting the fox completely, moved right on to the tip of the fox's long, black nose. He could see the riverbank just a few feet away. He was so close to continuing his great escape, but just as they reached the edge snap, the clever fox tossed his head back, flicking the gingerbread man high into the air. He opened his mouth wide and gobble, gobble, gulp. He swallowed the poor gingerbread man in one single bite. And so the gingerbread man's grand adventure came to a sudden, crumbly end. He never got to run again. But for years to come, everyone in the countryside remembered the tale of the little cookie man with the fast feet and his very catchy rhyme. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tales. See you next time.